Gemini, it's your turn. It's your turn. This is your weekly tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries. First half of 2 readings, there's always an extended. That link is below. That is your romance reading and your nearly personal extended message that extends from this message here. It's over there. I welcome you. I hope to see you over there. Yeah, that was so awkward. I apologize. It's your turn to, what is it, your turn? It's your turn to be able to be honest, because there was so much that was going on with you guys, with people just really throwing shit at you. And that happened in the big part of last year, really just took a really horrible hit. And in ways that I don't think you really understood, because you couldn't understand it. It wasn't really about you. The truth is, it was about how everybody else was reacting and unprepared, and didn't really like anything about what was at the core of the change. And Gemini energy is at the core of that change. It's the North Node energy. Nobody wanted to get out of their comfort zone, and everybody had to. And how did this translate into your life? Myriad of different ways, but mostly you got shit on a lot, right? So what is your turn now? What's coming up now is a chance for you to express how you really feel, and how all of that made you feel, to take all of that energy that you had, how your experience on the other side, right, of the flame throwing, to express yourself, to finally clarify how it looked from the other perspective. And I think that that's what's happening. Either you're using your voice, or you're definitely using your words. Now with you guys, it may be written word. It may be that you are being inspired to write something, create something that expresses what you went through. Or you're saying something, you're speaking it, you're actually able to stand up for yourself, tell your side, find words to articulate exactly how you were impacted. But that's what for you, this is a time of expression, a time for you to be able to let out all of those aspects that you felt like somehow you had to, you had to stifle because nobody was listening. Right? And anytime you tried to talk, what would happen? What would happen? People would sling more shit, right? I mean, but now that's not what's happening. And it's almost like you found a clever way to communicate what you needed to say. Let's get into your reading. I'm basing this on your Lenormand cards, right? Communicating your emotions or having an emotional conversation with somebody. And this is an important somebody. It may not be your significant other or the guy that you were flirting with. This is letting somebody this is important. This is an important conversation. It's not trifling. It is something that's been a long time coming. Maybe you're writing somebody a letter. You're sending them a letter or sending them a note. Now, Mercury is about to go retrograde in a couple of days. And Mercury is currently in Gemini and it rules your sign. So this is about going back and finding and articulating those memories, those experiences, as well as what you've learned. Wow. Celebration. So this is coming up in the past. I feel like it was in reverse. It was almost like like an opportunity that you felt you were supposed to be so happy about ended up like getting trashed. That's what I'm picking up. This is in the past, that there was supposed to be so much, there was such high expectations around it for you, but it ended up being just like people, like pressure and something unloading on you. More work than you anticipated or even asked for. Let go and have fun. Now is your chance to let go and release all of the sadness that you've had built up over the past, year. This is the time. Something through written word to express it. Gemini. More books, more learning, more understanding. And the books were, it's almost like the learning was held back. The learning was suppressed. Information, I'm going to say this right now. Information was held back. And you now have access to it. Maybe about something in your family life that concerns your fourth house, because this is home, right? It concerns your home, concerns your body. I think it's your home more, your family. Or something that really hits home. Something was kept. This is information that was kept. And because of it, that was held on to. And because of it, you got stuck. And it all has to do with your house. Your house, your home, could be literally the structure, but I think it's more to do with your family. And this is all coming out in the past, but you're revisiting the past as Mercury goes into retrograde. You're revisiting the past. In other words, this is saying you have to revisit the past in order to express or find the information. Information is, it could be information's coming to you from the past. It's finally reaching you. I am royalty. So this is, it's almost like your abundance was stifled. Your abundance was held back. And this is what you are rightfully owed is coming back to you. I am royalty. This could be somebody finally giving you your due and acknowledging you to what you deserve, to the level that you deserve. Could be you're getting actual royalties from something because money was held back. Something like that. Somebody is rifling through like paperwork. It's like going through with a fine-tooth comb paperwork or records or information that was withheld back, and then finally having to have it unloaded on you. Now, in some cases, and I don't think it's many cases, I think it's maybe 3%, but some cases it's working in reverse and you're actually going to have to pay up. But I don't think for most of you, that's not what's happening. It's finally it's an emotional time. You're able to finally express your truth, and it's based on what was denied to you. That's all I can get, Gemini. Something was denied to you, or denied. It was denied. It was rejected. It was somebody didn't want to somebody didn't want to give over. Somebody lied. We've been getting that energy anyway. Mental conflict in the past, but this is like mental conflict. I don't think you realized just how bad this was going to get, how crazy things were going to be. You see the light. This is you were conflicted. I think it's because you were shocked. It's almost like you were in a state of shock. You couldn't believe that this was happening. And then all of a sudden something dawns on you. I think somebody could have been actually literally messing with your mind. And that's why you didn't know it. Or that's why maybe you could feel it, but you didn't know how to articulate it or how to prove it. Now all of a sudden proof comes through, or somebody is shining the light on something. It's like revelation, and then emotional withdrawal. So this is current, and this is why you need to express your emotions, because it's almost like you gave up thinking anybody would care, or you went into like a shell of sorts to protect yourself. Okay, now I say you, of course, Gemini, you can always reverse these energies however it's pertaining to your life. Gemini, hold your vision. That's amazing. That's like it's taken all your strength for you to continue, even though all this craziness was happening. Hold your vision, even when this confrontation is happening, this information is coming up, because in other words, it's happening because you didn't give up. It's happening because you continued to maintain or insist. That's why it's happening. That's why this is coming to light now, because you didn't give up. Okay? Gemini, 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 Gemini. Look forward and accept love, but this is coming up in the past. So there was an expectation that this was going to be a beautiful path forward, and that people were caring about you, loving you. This was going to be a loving relationship. This was maybe going to be a long-term relationship. This was somebody that actually cared about you if you're talking about a person, or just that there was so much abundance and love. There was so much positivity and affection in the beginning when you started, that this forward momentum was there. We hit a huge amount of forward momentum, which is why it hurt so much to hit that wall. Because say no, you didn't say no. It's almost like you didn't set any boundaries, right? And that's why, you didn't say no, because it's in reverse. It's like either you didn't say no or you didn't say no enough. And that's why either things got sloppy or somebody ran all over you. This could also be, however, your mindset or your mentality of, I refuse to say no. I'm a yes person. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to hold my vision. In other words, don't take no for an answer. So this has been a relentless pursuit that you are involved in, where somebody would refuse to take no for an answer. And that's why things are coming out the way that they are now. So your hard work is paying off, Gemini. There's a fight, there's a conflict. You know it's coming. It's almost like you've been preparing for it. It's almost like you have to fight for what you're owed. Because I just heard that fight for royalties. Now, you have what it takes to protect yourself. You have the strength, you have the power, you have the know-how, you have the resources. Underlying all of this energy, maybe that's a problem though. You constantly trying to do all this yourself and you need help. Don't refuse help. I think this is a good time to speak out and speak your truth and get help. This is saying goodbye to people who don't serve you anymore, letting go to the past or any kind of hopeful, overly optimistic, I don't want to say that. This is like saying goodbye to childhood fancies, right? Where it's almost like things got so bad it broke the glow or the halo that you used to see around someone or something. But now you're able to just let it go. You're able to let those expectations go, and maybe you're even letting some people go. Like, goodbye, thank you. I honor what you've taught me in my life, but I'm finally able to let go. People who bring conflict to your life, right? Or just the conflict itself. But I think it's more, Gemini, I honestly think it's more you're saying goodbye to people who bring conflict into your life. And you're definitely ready to fight to get freedom from, or remove yourself from people who are always like combative or always find a reason to argue. And you're ready though. I think you're ready to fight for your independence. You're ready to get away, and you'll fight if you have to fucking leave. It's like fighting for your freedom. That's what it feels like. Fighting for your right to be able to say goodbye and let go. Somebody keeps pursuing you relentlessly. Spring is here, but it's in reverse. It's almost like spring won't come. Or somebody doesn't want to let you have a new start. They don't want to allow it. They're just relentlessly pursuing you, or you're relentlessly pursuing them. New beginning. Here it is. It's like you're poised for it. You're ready. You deserve it. You're untethered. You want to just go. It's like you're at the point where you're done, right? The past is the past, but there's some energy here that's sort of blocking, or this is happening in the springtime, messing up your new beginnings, your springtime, what should be a beautiful time for you. This keeps trying to tether you or hold you back. You're ready. You're poised to move forward, but there's a reluctance. What is this reluctance? Who is this? Who are these people? Like, what is this reluctance? What is this reluctance, Gemini? If you love this reading so far, please do me a favor and like it. Hit that like button, and then also share it on your social media platforms. That will really help get the word out about the channel. And then click subscribe, and then ring that bell and hit all notifications so that you know when I upload. Not just Gemini, but Taurus and Aries come out with you every single Thursday. And also your rising sign and your moon sign, not just your sun sign. So there's lots of great content here that I hope you can enjoy. What is this spring in reverse? I don't understand. Chaos and conflict. That's what it is. It's like you're so ready to just be done with this situation. Freedom. Come back to the edge. But somebody keeps trying to pull you back. Oh, who is this fucker? You know what? But I'm going to tell you this. That's what you're writing about. That's your confrontation. That's what you're saying. It's like, do you understand that I just want to move on with my life? That I've worked hard to get to a point where I can be free from all this sadness and grief and suffering. And why do you need to keep bringing me back? Because you're still there. Stop making your problems my problems. But that's what it is. Chaos and conflict that keeps dragging you right back to the edge. That keeps kind of pushing you and won't let you get onto solid ground. Building blocks. This is a deconstructive energy. This is coming up in the past. Somebody's trying to take down what you've put together. What you've worked really hard to earn. Somebody's trying to unravel it. Fuck, who is that? Oh, Gemini. You know why this is all coming out now? Because the conflict is going to end. This is resolution. This is the confrontation. You're finally confronting this person. You're not letting them do it anymore. This is confrontation. All hell just done broke loose. And you don't even care anymore. Angelite. Spiritual or religious community. Join with like-minded people for friendship and increased spiritual growth. This is support. What I tell you, you need to reach out and combine and like be around people who are like you, right? Who are like-minded, who will support and encourage you instead of hold you back. Apatite, progress, not perfection. Don't compare yourself to others or judge yourself. Instead, focus upon how far you've come and all that you have learned. This is a wonderful time to do that with Mercury in retrograde, to focus on all that you've learned. And you don't have to be perfect. And it's almost like, I feel like in some ways, someone's trying to pull shit where that, like, they expect perfection from you. Or else you're not doing it good enough because I can't forgive the past, or I won't let it go, or I'm just going to like scrutinize everything about you and piecemeal everything. You're just like, give it up. Give it up, bitch. Give it up. Own your own divine power. Replace codependent people-pleasing. Replace codependent people-pleasing with assertiveness and empowerment. I think there's an expectation, especially from some crowd or group, that you now have, it's like almost like they've taken over and they're like, but you have to constantly be a part of us. We expect this of you. And you're like, no, I don't. Stop expecting. This is almost like you're trying to separate yourself a little bit from a group that you used to be a part of, because you're not that way anymore. You're starting to see things from a different perspective, and you don't have the same views or perspective as you used to. You're trying to move on and say thank you, bye-bye, and they don't want to let you go. In fact, at one point they might have supported you, and now it's like they're turning on you. But I don't think all hope is lost. This is what has to happen to get freedom. This is like that the bit of energy that you need to just like break through and break those chains with. And of course, people are going to be pissed and angry, but you know what? You've dealt with this before. You've dealt with worse. Okay, let's get into your tarot card message. Gemini, check out my other channel, Astrology Motivation. That's where I post my daily tarot card readings and my weekly astrology forecasts and my weekly astrology motivation videos. So please do go over there, check out that content, and hopefully you'll subscribe there too. Also, join me for my daily lives on Instagram, Born_without_boundaries. You can find me over there. I hope that you join. Some really beautiful conversations happen, and I do a live reading for everybody. This is your animal totems. So this is the way the universe is going to use the natural world to communicate with you right now in this energy and what it means. Love is all around. What did I tell you? It's not as bad as it seems, because you know what? Honestly, even though these haters are this last like wave of haterade is coming up, it's going to be like, psh, enough. We're so done with this, because love is all around you and people are feeling up on Gemini now. It's almost like they're starting to understand, to communicate, to hear, to listen. People are listening to you. It's time for you to be heard. Right? Set healthy boundaries and life is speeding up. This is set healthy boundaries. So it's like, don't crush yourself, but also don't overexpose yourself. It's like, this is a bone crushing kind of, you're so sick of having to be protected and be away or defend yourself. It's too heavy. You want freedom. You want liberation. You don't want to have to wear the armor anymore. You're tired of the conflict. You're moving on from it. And things are coming together. Things are adding up, and there is speed, and there is a way forward now. Life is speeding up. You see like the double helix there? Things are coming together. This is Gemini energy. He's not even touching the ground. All four legs in the air. He's airborne. You're just so ready. And there's that one last wave of assholes who want to try to bring you back. They're not, I'm telling you, it's not going to work. Let's get into your angel messages. Stick around for your angel messages before we get into totem. I said totem, tarot. Transformation. You can say that again. It's almost like you're ready to transform, but somebody doesn't want to let you, because they're not ready and they don't get it. And now they're getting angry at you. Enough with that. Enough. Transformation. Through the great love that holds you in its embrace, you are moment by moment transforming to ever greater light, ever greater oneness, and ever greater wisdom. You don't have to stay who you were. Wisdom. Ever greater wisdom. Everything has a place and purpose. To be wise is to have great love, tolerance, and compassion for all things. To have great love, tolerance, and compassion for all things. You are transforming. It's almost like your heart is opening. There's more heart space now. There's not hate. There's not defensiveness. You're so sick of the fighting and the dissonance. Harmony. Oh my God. Disharmony occurs when we try to resist life's natural flow. Everything has its cycle. It's like, it's so clear now that you're the one that's in tune and they're the ones that aren't. Every stage of life has its own unique meaning and purpose. Every day can be harmonious if we want it to be. It's all about listening. Trust. All will work out well. We, your angels, are here to nurture, protect, and heal you. Trust in the healing power of our love. We love you more than you will ever know. Especially right now, Gemini, it's important to trust. Trust that the angels got your back. Trust that your tribe has got your back. Trust that this last wave of haterade ain't going to get you. Positive thinking. Positive thinking is vital in creating a healthy and abundant life. A positive attitude along with positive beliefs and thoughts are crucial ingredients for creating happiness. Don't worry, think love. This is also about you being able to move on from the stress, from the trauma, and let yourself believe and trust and love again. So it's all about this healing, and it's beautiful. Surrender. There is no point in pushing the barrel up such a steep hill. Go back. In other words, don't engage these assholes. No, go back to the start. Surrender your expectations. There is an easier way. When the time is right, a new path will appear. Okay. All right. Let's get into the details. Let me tell you when. Let's see. I'm going to continue this message over in the extended. I do hope you'll join me. The link is below. Bye, Gemini.